Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first game of week 4, which is between FCC and Rocks Cricket Club. Both sides will be going loggerheads to this morning, and if you must know, Rocks Cricket Club from Ogun State won the toss and elected to bat first. So we would be seeing the T20 game in which FCC, that is Foundation Cricket Club, would be going to the field to bat. Umpires for today, as you can see on the screen there, is Adelakun Ramon and Onikoyi Ademola, and the FCC team are currently going onto the field as they would be gathering for the last minute. Good partnership here at the GBOLAHAN competition. This is the Division 1 game between FCC and Rocks. My name is Abayomi, and I'll be giving you live commentaries for this particular game. And now you have the FCC boys led by Olabiwonu Kehinde, who are going onto the field to play. And the opening batting pairs for Rocks Cricket Club will be the traditional Taiwo Oladunjoye and Anofi Salako. CCC, this game is proudly brought to you by Media One and the Middle Stump, a partnership that works with CCC. Quickly, let's run through the team list for Rocks Cricket Club. Captain is Oladunjoye Taiwo. The vice captain is Salako Anofi, who are the two opening pairs for the sides as they are going in, as you can see. You have the wicket keeper Shegun Olayinka. You have Adebi Usman, Adebajo Wasiu. You have Odesonya. You have Odesonya Biodun. You have Obishe Son Abati. You have Bini as well, who is also the only Indian on the side. You have Olayika Tokwe. You have Onayemi Shegun. And you have Adesonya Rotimi.
Thank you.
Quickly for FCC, you have the captain Olabiwonu Kehinde. You have Gashan Yusuf, Chukuma Kingsley. You have Daniel Game, who has traded places now. He was actually playing for Government College Ugeli, but now he has traded places to Foundation Cricket Club. You have Austin. You have Austin. You have Boniface. You have Abdurrahman Jimo. You have Api. You have Ridwan Mohammed. You have Afolabi Tolu, and the 12th man is Douglas Humble. Opening bowler, Ridwan Olai Mohammed. He's going to be bowling from the wire end. I have Taiwo Oladunjoye to contest with him.
Are we good to go?
Yeah, we are.
Umpires having the final words with the scorer there. And now the first ball of this game to be bowled. Dot ball it is. Very good start there from FCC.
other guy is Salafan of you, right?
Yes, please. Is that an LBW appeal for umpire Nikoya Ademola turning down the appeal? Second ball bowled. A dot ball it is. Raid 1 asking questions. Very early on in the game, asking questions. The left-hander coming in all the way from the wire end. Simming in and doing it properly for FCC. The question is, would we be seeing a high-scoring innings or would we be seeing the low-scoring innings? Dot ball bowled. 3 dot balls to start this game. Raid 1, the left-hander, simming in very well, ensuring that Taiwo Oladunjoye has no response to his bowling. Nicked off. Played in between third slip and gully for a single. 2 balls to be bowled. Very well bowled from the left-hander. Not changing his line, bowling the same way he bowled for Taiwo also to Anofi. Now he'll be bowling his last ball. First wide of this innings bowled. Should have finished strong there. Should have continued with the same line, but he bowled out an extra, which allows Anofi to face him again. The question is, would the last ball be a wicket or a run? And that takes us to the end of the first over. 2 runs conceded. FCC will be happy about it. A very good start from FCC, I must say. Starting pretty much well with the left-hander, simming in very well from the wire end and ensuring that Rocks has no reply. So it means the strategy for FCC has started on a good note. The big question is, what would happen in the second over? Bowling change for FCC. New bowler coming in, coming to bowl the second over. Unzube is the new bowler for FCC. It's coming in from the football field end of the University of Lagos Cricket Oval. The umpire just confirming the name that is Uzube. Right-hander for FCC. He has Taiwo again to contend with. Good start for Munzube, pitching it on the third stump, that's the off stump, pulling it good length, forcing Taiwo to stay upright.
We're not changing channel and see maybe like 10.
Nzube coming in. A little break there from the umpires, trying to adjust the walkie-talkie. Second ball coming to be bowled. Played to backward the point for a single.
Please help me ask you. So if the network when we are going back.
Very well played there by Taiwo Ladunjoye, finding the space between backward the point and Gully. Now he has taken his team for 3 of 1.2 overs.
With this guy.
Umpire Oniko Yademola readjusting the stumps, ensuring that it's properly laid. The weather seems a little bit cloudy this morning, but never mind, there is no cause for concern as it's not going to rain. Very well bowled there from Nzube, zooming in and ensuring that Salako Anofi has no response to the third ball he just bowled. Foot stump line, good length ball. Anofi needs to go down to drive, even though he's a little bit on the ground. That definitely is a wide ball. Signal there by umpire Ramon Adelakun. Two extras already in this 20 overs game. I'm sure FCC with his team will be thinking otherwise. That is Kehinde Olabiwonu. You could see him there giving the bowler instruction. He's no more extras now. Bowl it where you're meant to bowl. Very well driven there towards covers for a single.
Hello.
End of the over, ladies and gentlemen. Good start from Raw FCC, and also the batters are actually coming back gradually. The batters are coming back gradually, and they're doing everything possible to make sure that they get runs on board. The total runs now is 5 in 2 overs. Definitely not this kind of stats FCC Rocks will be looking at, but FCC will be happy with this. First ball bowled there by Abdul Karim. Dot ball. Has Salako Anofi, who's the batter. Very well driven towards the onside. Very well played there by Anofi Salako. An experienced batter for Ogun State and Rocks Cricket Club. And also played his trade also at Foundation Cricket Club as well. Back in these days when it was Nigeria was still known for the ODIs. That's the 50 overs game. An appeal for OBW. Umpire Oliko Yademola giving a little bit of instruction to the bowler Abdul Karim, trying to tell him when to fall away from the protective area there. Very well played from Taiwo. Away from the bowler to the offside. Looking for the captain, his opponent captain, that is Kehinde Olabinwonu, for a single. Well left there from Salako. And that's the end of the third over, ladies and gentlemen. Rocks are 7 for the loss of no wickets in 3 overs. Six runs on board. Taiwo mistimed that shot. Played up in the air but was safe. Gashon trying to get under it. The two batters are getting comfortable. So the big question is, when would Kehinde Olabinwonu change his bowling? He needs to break this partnership, because if these two batters get comfortable with these bowlers, they might start opening up. Very well driven by Salako Anofi, who I think is getting into the groove of the game, getting comfortable, driving the balls on the leg side, driving it so comfortably towards the outside, mid on there for a single. Very well played there from Taiwo. The first 6 of this game. Looking for the gap. Picked the ball right from the volley and sends it all the way to the shorter side of the boundary for a 6. Very well played from Taiwo. Just like I said earlier, the batters are getting comfortable with these bowlers. So Kehinde Olabiwonu now would have to think on what to do. Who would he be bringing in to replace these two openers? Wide 4, that is. Now the bowlers are beginning to ask themselves, what are they doing that is not working perfectly? So I'm going to go through the team list again of FCC. FCC's team list has Olabiwonu Kehinde, Gashon Yusuf, Chukwuma Kingsley, Daniel Game, Austin Uzubey, Boniface, Abdurrahman Jimo, Happy Mbak, Ridwan Mohammed, Afolabi Tolu, and Douglas Humble. So I'm looking at the FCC's team list right now, and I can tell you categorically that, okay, let me quickly run through rocks as well. Oladunjoye Taiwo, Salako Anofi, Olayinka Shegun, Adebiyi Usman, Adebajo Wasiu, Odesonya Biodun, Obisheson Abati, Vini, Olayinka Tokwe, Onayemi Shegun, Adesonya Rotimi, and Omatayo as the 12th man. And I begin to wonder and I ask myself, these two teams are quite a very good, have a very big history as being rivals. Rocks came out of FCC for a developmental program in Ogun State. That was way back 15 to 20 years ago. But back in history, and even till now, FCC and Rocks have played almost the same team for the past 6 to 7 years. And now the biggest question I've asked myself is this: both sides have not had a single under 19 in their sides. Very well played there from Taiwo, cutting that all the way to the boundary. The two batters are getting comfortable now. The two batters are getting comfortable. I'll get back to the developmental stage of both clubs, but the biggest question is this: if both management of the clubs are watching, the question is, are they relying on experience rather than youth and experience? A very good pickup from Taiwo Oladunjoye. Those sixes and those boundaries in the fourth over has pushed his team to 24 runs in 4 overs. Very well back into the groove. Now, I keep asking this question. FCC and Rocks are technically almost the same sides that play with each other every season. I look at the team list now, and I've seen that FCC have used almost the same side as Rocks, and Rocks have technically borrowed players from FCC. So now I will be asking the question there is, if you have younger players in the side, this would have been a different face of FCC.
I was here some years back before Ife died when he was saying his problem with
change of bowlers for FCC, and that is Jimo coming into bowl. Definitely Kehinde was thinking when they've gotten so comfortable playing the two batters there.
Okay, let me give back some bits to that's all their guys are mostly big men.
Jimo coming in back from the wire end. Is that an LBW? Turned down there by Onikoya Ademola, the umpire. I think that was drifting down the leg side. So that's definitely a good start there. Rocks Cricket Club in Ogun State as general have actually started some developmental programs. Last year, last year on the 27th, they had a get together, and before that they had a secondary school league. Very well played there, but ooh, I think we have an injury there. Straight at his face at short mid wicket. I think we have a little bit of an injury there. Umpires and players running down to see pay attention to it. So back to what I was saying. I have Femi John with me here. Femi John, good morning.
Good morning.
I know you have a game in the afternoon, but you decided to come and watch the game here. Femi John is an alumni of University of Lagos. Last week we were arguing if Unilag was the best pitch in Nigeria.
Still the best.
Femi still is, but TVS is going to be coming up on the 16th of January.
We're happy to see cricket pitches coming around Nigeria. We hope for more tough wickets so that the quality of play can increase, and then we would have more competitive cricket, and our players, our national team players, will get used to facilities such as this. So we're happy to see more facilities come up around the country. So it's a good thing being done by the Nigerian Cricket Federation, and we commend that.
Yeah. So one big question I've tried to ask is this, right? Secondary school competitions or secondary school leagues has technically gone down the drain in Nigeria. The only team that is the only school now that is actively playing that the pitch is used is CMS Grammar School. So do you think the Nigerian Cricket Federation or the Lagos State stakeholders should actually look into secondary school?
I'd like to correct that impression that the only
secondary
school in Lagos playing cricket currently is CMS Grammar School. I'm aware that Saturday Grammar School, even in Oshodi, they're playing cricket. Ruth Ayanake is doing a fantastic job training the younger girls in that place. We also have some form of cricket going on in Obele Community High School. I'm also aware that the King's College Old Boys Foundation, there's a foundation for cricket. They've employed 2 coaches in the last 1 year, Aziz Salako and Tunde Ayinde, being assisted by Leke Oyede.
11,000.
I've been training KC boys both on the main campus and on the
Annex.
Okay. So far, I think they have a pool of about 100 cricketers in King's College currently, being engaged.
Okay.
And I'm aware also that they're planning within King's College an cricket inter-house tournament to begin to build the team. And hopefully in the next 1 or 2 years, we will see a King's College Old Boys Cricket Club
coming back again to the CCC.
Coming back into the CCC League.
Yep.
And then I also know that currently as well, in conjunction with the Lagos State Cricket Association chairman, there are ongoing works to repair or to put up a pitch at the Igbobi College. So cricket is also going on at the Igbobi College. So yes, there's been a lull prior to now, but I think in the last 1 or 2 years, a lot of activities are beginning to pick up.
Okay.
Hopefully, we're also hoping that the Lagos cricket stakeholders, in partnership with the Lagos State Cricket Association, could come up with a Lagos Colts leagues, for the secondary school. But those are things that are still in works. It will be nice to see that come into place.
All right then. So all in all, Femi, the T20, everybody knows you to be a 50 over batter. You always go in there and score your quick 30s, probably under 15 overs, and then you just come out. But with the change of format to T20, do you think it's actually a good step in the right direction, or we just need to find a way to mix both together?
It's funny. This morning, it was exactly what I was thinking about when I was leaving the house. I was thinking, T20 2 games. Normally, you will leave the house about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock to come play from 9 to 5, 6.
Yeah.
And now you
Technically
just
6:30. I remember some games that go down to 6:30.
So now you come around and you're like, oh, just one game in 3-4 hours, you're over. I'm like, what would this do for our cricket? Because you know, on the national team, we also would play ODIs. So it was actually a thought that came to mind this morning. Like, should we continue this way, or is there a way we can try and balance out even on the league level, side that we're playing T20? Because it seems now we've tilted our focus
to T20.
To T20 as a nation. So it's still, the debate is still up. Personally, I feel like we should actually have a balance of both T20 and 50 overs game, ODI game. But I'm sure the managers, the administrators are looking at the different aspects and will definitely take the best decision for Nigerian cricket. But I think personally, I feel like we should have a balance, both T20 and ODI.
Just one last question for me before I let you go. Development all around the country. Do you think that the country is actually getting there? A change of bowling there for FCC. Boniface coming into bowl. Spin option now for Kehinde Olabiwonu. So now he's going to be trying to look for spin to go against the two batters there. Rocks has not still lost the wicket. The two batters still batting at Oladunjoye, Taiwo and Anofi Salako.
Yes.
Played towards the man at fine for no single. I think Kehinde is doing pretty much well, trying to slow down the run rate because Rocks now are 29 for the loss of no wickets in 5 overs. So Femi, the last question before I let you go. Development all around the country. What's your take on it?
It has been very, so far in the last 3 years, what we've seen go on has been awesome. Recently we discovered Prosper Hussaini, the left-hander for Nigeria. We've discovered Ahol Peter. And this is not just only localized to Lagos. What you've seen is that around Nigeria we've had new players come up. And that's the beauty of the plan. It's always important that you must have a plan in place. Once you have a plan in place, which we've seen the NCF come up with a strategic plan to develop cricket across board. Annually they've said they want to have 250,000
cricketers
exposure to cricket every year annually, which shows you a vision, which shows you a plan. And now that plan is not just saying it in numbers and saying, oh, I want to do this. You can see specific steps like the appointment of development officers being put in place. You could see the coaches, the national team coach being put in place. You can see things that we've never done before, having a data analyst, having an assistant coach. Those are all geared towards ensuring that cricket development improves in Nigeria. And I must really commend the Nigerian Cricket Federation under the leadership of Uyosa Akpata and his board, and everyone that has come forward to support cricket in Nigeria. We can only say thank you, and we would always still keep begging, because this game is all we have, and we need to keep expanding the frontiers of cricket in Nigeria. So far, so good. We're not yet there, but we're getting there. But definitely, this is what you can see in development. This only happens when there's a plan. So far, we know there's a plan and it's been implemented. And at the end of another 4 years, we will be able to evaluate the performance of that plan. But we must say we seem to be on the right track.
All right, thank you very much, Femi. Oladunjoye has just lost his wickets. The change for FCC worked perfectly well, slowing down the pace of the bowling and bringing in a spin. And now Rocks has just lost their first wicket.
And this is also one of we need to. Continue about the technical.
So a very good,
Last game we played
a
with,
very good change there from Taiwo Ladunjoye.
Just say everything.
Taiwo Ladunjoye lost his wicket there, and now you have a new batter there by the name Adesonya, who just faced the last ball of the over. Rotimi Adesonya played for. Now the interesting thing here is Rotimi Adesonya played for Government College Ibadan Old Boys Cricket Club, played for Foundation Cricket Club, has gone back again to play for Rocks Cricket Club. He to me has been the only batsman in Nigeria that has not been consistent in his club selection, and now you have him there with Salako Anofi.
Exactly, and you need
Jimo coming in back again to bowl to Salako Anofi.
in the power play, you can't afford to be like exactly the power play player.
God bless you.
These are the things we know. I don't understand how they did the thing forward. I can't keep relying on
Jimo coming in.
To come and let him come.
Now, I personally, to me right now, I would have been asking myself, why bring in Erotimi when I have a Shegun Olayinka, when I have a Tokwe in the field, on the bench playing a quick run out shy. Ooh, very well played there from Salako Anofi to covers. And a very good pick up and throw there from Boniface, trying to aim at the non-striker's end. Now the question there is, can Rocks Cricket Club take advantage of the power play before the field is being opened?
Yeah, that's it.
I was struggling with one of my players about 3 seasons ago when he was playing for us.
Very well bowled there by Jimo to Rotimi.
In Bawa, yes.
He's just faced the second ball. I'm probably guessing he needs to get a goal now at the third ball if he needs to continue the momentum between Salako and Taiwo before Taiwo lost his wicket.
Start playing number 3. Just and the first match I asked me when I played, he scored 50. The second match he scored 50. I said, look at you. When he got to South Africa, they even pushed him forward to go up.
Very well driven. Traditional shots from Rotimi. Always plays the balls straight down the line on the leg side. That's his traditional shot. So Jimo would know if he's coming into ball again, he dares not goes into his pads. But Anofi Salako is still in there, a danger man for Rocks Cricket Club.
That's the man to get these two people. To get these two people. Coming across.
I don't know why.
Coming across. They want to bowl them.
Very well played, Salako Anofi getting comfortable in this game now. Oh, very well fielded there from Boniface. But 3 runs. 3 runs taken from the 2 batters. Good run in there by the 2 batters, making sure that even if they don't get a boundary, they get a couple of runs on board. 3 runs there. But that was a perfectly timed shot. Played over the head of the man at covers. But good chase from Boniface.
For someone like Shegun Femi, that ball has 6. Once you pick up and you cover like that, I said.
Two balls to be bowled. Rotimi seems to be allowing Salako Anofi take charge, but I expect him, after this overs, to start rotating the strike with Salako. If they are going to score anything above 100, you can actually have one man scoring the run and the other just anchoring. The T20 is a partnership game, so 2 batters need to score runs. So if Rotimi is allowing Salako to score the runs, he just gives Kehinde Olabiwonu a very good, easy strategy. Two runs taken there from the two batters.
Good play.
Very good pickup from Abdul Karim. And that brings us to the end of the over. 36 for 1 after 7 overs. Power play is officially over. And now FCC will be looking to expand the field. And now the big question is, can the two batsmen now, can the two batters now take advantage of the gaps they would have in the middle? Boniface coming in back into the attack to bowl after breaking the first partnership between Taiwo and Salako Anofi. Would he be able to repeat the same feat again? Last week we saw Dolakbo keeping the gloves for FCC. Now you have a new wicketkeeper and Dolakbo is on the bench. FCC with a new strategy. Very well played, Salako Anofi. Getting comfortable now. Getting easy to there. 1 run converted to 2. Backshot, who you saw on your screen there, actually had every advantage to actually cut 2, but allowed the man at deep mid wicket to come pick that up for him. Anofi Salako decided to throw his head off and lost his wickets. Boniface has now taken the second wicket and he has just broken the partnership between Rotimi and Salako Anofi. Now the two batters are out. The two openers for Rocks. And Segun Olayinka now coming in.
After the power play,
Segun Olayinka coming in. You could hear Femi saying after power play is just coming in. Femi is also a very good tactician and analyst. I'm sure Femi would have said Segun Olayinka should have gone in before Rotimi.
Yeah.
And even if Salakos was the one coming, the next batter should have been Tokwe Olayinka and Rotimi should have still been on the bench. But Rocks have a different plan entirely for bringing in Rotimi in.
All you need to do is tell himself now, just play 10 overs. First. Play 10
So
overs.
I think
when you come around here, so we will come and analyze it.
so. I think basically, right, Femi, right? I think basically, Femi, right? Rock's batting strategy seems not to be working now. You have guys like Tokwe Olayinka on the bench. You have guys like Segun who's just going in. Would you have said the coaching crew of Rocks should have actually brought in these two guys earlier, before now, knowing truly well that when Rotimi came in, there was still 2 overs of power play?
Okay, I guess I'll just say that the coach has his plans, and I'll just leave him to execute his plans. And at the end of the day, we'll see whether the plans work. But personally, I would have brought in Segun Olayinka much earlier to, play the power play overs, because he's a batsman that's quick in scoring and understands game situations and is able to apply himself at all times. So I would have kept him in and brought him in much earlier than now. But other than that, I mean, he still has enough time, 13 overs to play. We're in the 8th over, so let's see how the game goes. But in terms of tactically, I believe the coach has his plans and we would what to see. Unfortunately now, since the Segun Olayinka has bowled first ball, So, you know, things happen.
Yeah, definitely things happen. We thought he could have gone in earlier, but now I think the coach's strategy did actually pay off right now. Because if he had gone in early, they would have lost the wicket earlier than now. And YISHAWU now has just lost his wicket. To me, that ball was actually quite full. All he needed to do was play it straight back over Boniface's head. He didn't have actually needed to angle his bat. All he needed to do was play this ball straight over the bowler's head.
First of all, make contact.
Yeah, well, you're right. First of all, make contact before play.
Let's make contact first.
You're right, definitely. 3 wickets down, ladies and gentlemen. Rocks has just lost his 3rd wicket.
FCC seems to be in the driving seat at the moment. Key players out. If they are able to sustain the loss of wickets and then put them down, we might be seeing a game in which they will put Rocks under 70.
Which brings me to the question, Femi. The last weeks that we've been seeing in the league, we haven't seen any run above 120 or 130. What we've been seeing have been less than a particular run. So what would you say that is actually the problem here with T20 in Nigeria? Are we taking advantage of the power play, or we still need batters to understand that they understand how to play the power play overs?
Okay, so this is also, this question goes to the quality of play. What we've seen in the last few weeks is the fact that, you know, we have the players, we have the quantity. I'm not sure yet we have the quality of players that we require to play at this level. So the approach to the games have been maybe a little bit used to the old, which is the ODI, where you're a little bit more tentative. So I tend to see players playing according to the old model.
Okay.
But currently now what we have is a T20, which is a new model. You need to apply yourself according to the new model. So you've had players, you know, just play according to the old model, whereby you have singles you could convert to doubles, but you're comfortable, you know, keeping it there and just say, okay, let's play this way. So the approach needs to change. The quality of the pitch is good, the balls are good, the weather conditions are fine. But I think the players need to just change their mindset to work within the new model.
Yeah, so you could see the way the new batter there, Usman, just did. That was what I expected GBOLAHAN to do. Because
like I said, the very first thing he should have done was make contact.
Make contact, yeah, definitely.
Which he didn't do. So, I mean, that's gone. It's happened.
No, but for him as a batter, he'll be telling himself what his role in this team is to actually score runs, and now he has to take that long walk back again to the pavilion and watch the game to the end. Very well played from Rotimi. I said it earlier, any ball on the pads, Rotimi is actually comfortable playing that. So I expect Kehinde Olabinwonu, the captain of FCC, to look for a bowler. I think at this point in time, if I happen to be Kehinde Olabinwonu, I would bring in a Tolu who comes from the other side. So it's going to be much difficult for Rotimi to play the shot comfortably on his pads.
Cutting across.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Now FCC going back with Jimo, but you never can say. He's probably thinking of keeping Tolu towards the second part of the innings. Jimo coming back into the attack with Usman as the new batter there with Rotimi. Two new batters there. Rotimi now getting comfortable playing the shot. Usman had a quick go off his first ball. Drove that easily on the ground for a single, but now he has Jimo to contend with. Very well bowled there from Jimo. Again, in T20, Nigeria is getting comfortable. Basically, not even in T20. All our batters are actually quite comfortable playing pace bowlers than spinners. So the big question is, when would we have batsmen who can actually take advantage of spin bowling? Because we've seen at the international level that in the first 10 overs teams score up to 70, 80, and then the last 10 overs we see a total of about 150, 160. Usman having a go at that, but was lucky that he didn't have a plate on onto his thumbs, past the wicketkeeper towards the man at third man for a single. Apologies, for 2 runs. If Rocks can actually score above 150, it's going to put FCC in serious.
Is that possible?
It is possible. We saw the last game against FCC and GCU, in which GCU scored 123 and FCC couldn't chase it down in 20 overs. So it obviously shows that it seems like the FCC team is more like a bowling unit than the batting side. So if Rocks would, probably the strategy would be, you know what, score above 120 and let's put FCC into bat and see if they can score that particular runs. Very well played by Rotimi there, but only 1 run. I would have expected him to have played straight down the line away from Jimo, and that would have, that was a full toss. If he had played it down the line away from Jimo, that would have gone away totally from the man at mid-wicket, at mid-off, which is the captain, and that would have raced all the way down to the boundary. Yeah. Techniques in batting are quite different. Everything is not about hitting and hitting. Full toss again. The two batters are not taking advantage of these full tosses.
Yeah,
two full tosses, very bad. That should have.
They should adjust. The batsman should adjust.
Balls are not dipping, so they're just straight.
So I'm more concerned about this last one we saw Usman play. This was coming directly into his bat. All he needed to do was turn the bat, use your wrist. That would have gone over, because they don't have a protection at mid-wicket. That would have just raced all the way down to the shorter boundary for 4.
It's skill.
He said his skills.
Not everybody can play.
Oh, now very well played from Rotimi. Dropped by Daniel Gim at square leg. Very well played from Rotimi, but dropped by Daniel Gim. He wasn't aware of Daniel Gim was on the other side of the wicket. 2 runs yet still considered.
9 overs.
End of the over, 9th over gone. And we have a total of...
Sorry, I want you to come and comment.
That's my phone.
I know.
47 runs and but 9 overs gone, 2 wickets, 3 wickets down. I have here with me Mr. Sani, who happens to be the coach of FGC Warri. Mr. Sani, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sure at the back you'll be saying there were a lot of loose balls that you expected the two batters of Rocks Cricket Club to have taken advantage of.
Oh yes, especially the full tosses. The full tosses have been so flat. I expected a couple of them to have been sent down to the boundary. Most of them, if you ask me, the full tosses, they were not dipping, so you are flat out, and I expected the batsmen to more like take full advantage of those kind of loose balls. So, but unfortunately, they were not able to, and they were just got a couple of singles off them. So, we are still watching to see what unfolds again in the second part of it.
Commend the batsman from Rocks Cricket Club.
Please call him back. He's on the field.
If you've taken notes in the last
Please call him
7,
back.
8
He's on the
overs,
field.
the running in between wickets have been very on point and precise. So you've seen situations where, despite the fact that boundaries have not come in as much as possible, but you've seen them run in between. You've seen 2s being taken quickly. You've seen 3s being taken. So that shows a level of awareness, and could also speak to the fitness of the players on the Rock side. So we must, commend that part of their play today. Whilst, like you said, there were a lot of loose balls they could have dispatched to the boundary. But again, you know, it's not everybody that's a Femi John. Distractions of
I remember watching you play against the Bejuleki back then at TBS. There was a loose ball and Femi did not even wait for that ball to get to him. You took one stride forward and the next thing we know, we saw the ball at the side screen. Femi, those balls, when you see them, what happens? What runs through your mind?
You don't threaten Femi with a shot ball. You don't threaten me with a shot ball.
Okay, so I think there's also something that comes with practice and mental awareness and being ready.
Okay.
So you know, when you're mentally aware and you're ready, what comes to mind is that when those balls comes, it's almost instinct.
Yes.
And so that's why we also say practice. But beyond practice, analyze your game, every game, which is one thing I do. So a lot of times what you see players do is that they leave the analysis of their game to their coaches.
Yeah.
You don't really see players go back and say, hey, how many runs did I score? What got me out? How did I get out?
Okay.
What was the condition of my body at that time?
Okay.
Was I in the moment? Was I focusing? Or was I thinking about something that happened the previous ball? Or was I thinking about something that could happen? So this is where people get out most times, is that they never play in the moment. They're actually thinking of a past event, the ball, or thinking of what could happen in the future. Oh, we need to score so and so. So as a batsman, you always have to be in the moment, prepared.
Okay.
So I think one of the reasons why I tend to play those balls is that sometimes I'm actually present at that moment.
Okay.
To play. So mentally, so once the ball comes, because I'm present in the moment and I've practiced the shots,
Yeah.
There's some form of instinct that just comes into play and just play.
Okay.
So it's important that we analyze our games, analyze ourselves as batsmen, and be present in the moment. Don't take your focus off what is going on presently, like thinking of the last ball. The last ball has come, it has gone.
Yeah.
Don't also be thinking about what's going to come. Oh, could the guy bowl short? Could he bowl low? No, just wait and just keep your eyes on the ball. And that's why we always say eyes on the ball.
Yes.
Yes. All right then. Mr. Ameh, you have anything to say?
Well, like I would like to back Femi up a little bit. Those days we used to have batsmen who are really specialists. There are batsmen you would never threaten with
short ball. Femi is one of them.
Yeah, batsmen you can never.
And then you had another OV as well. You never bowl a short ball to OVA.
So there are some batsmen you will not bowl full to. They will get you to the boundary.
Yeah.
There are some batsmen that are specialists at playing the half volley. So there are batsmen who, like you said, those shots are instinctive because they have been practiced time and time, and you know this is my area. Once that ball comes,
once you're in your zone,
you're in your zone. That's just it. So one of those, now we have a lot of people bowling short balls. In the first over in this game, I saw about the bowler bowling about 2 short balls, and the batsman not even offering any shot for it. So
they're not prepared.
He's not prepared.
They've not practiced.
So those are the things we need to look at. We need to get back to batsmen having more practice. We need to the captains, because like you said, because the players do not really get themselves into the game. They don't know how did we lose to such team? How did I get out? That also results in bad captaincy, and that's why we see so many teams playing so much loose cricket nowadays. I can call it loose cricket because mistimed catches, misplaced shots, and all that. So we need to give more time to practice and then correcting what we think we can correct. So that's way. I think that's the way to go.
Change of bowling for FCC. The captain Olabinwanu Kehinde coming into the attack, trying to slow down the run rate again. Would he be able to repeat what Boniface did when he came into bowl? First ball is a dot ball. He has Usman again to contest. Short ball, very well executed now. That has gone towards the shorter boundary for a 4. Just like Mr. Ameh has said, a lot of short loose balls have been bowled by FCC. So we expect that the Rocks batters should actually take advantage of this. But if not, we would end up seeing what Femi said, probably less than 70. Or 70 to 100.
I don't think that will happen now because currently we're now at 59 runs after
in
10
10.2.
overs
Yeah.
for the loss of 3 wickets, and they still have batsmen on the bench. So what we should look at, if they continue in this way it works, we should be looking at the 130, 140.
Yeah, currently they are on the run rate of 5.71. A projected run rate, if they continue at this rate, might be 114. So the last 10 overs should actually be more explosive because they have 7 wickets at hand.
Yes.
Which means now that's a good advantage for Rocks going into the last 10 overs of this game. Femi, I'm sure as you're watching this game, you have a game also at CMS.
Yes, by 2 o'clock.
By 2 o'clock. Who are you going to play against?
We should be playing St. Greg's too.
Yeah, definitely. You're playing against St. Gregory's too. I'm sure Femi did. If Femi wasn't sure, I just wanted to put him on spot. You're playing against St. Gregory's too. I'm sure that game it's more like the same Lagos young boys you're used to. So it's we will be seeing you score a 50.
Let's see how it goes.
Femi doesn't want to put himself on the spot.
Let's see how it goes. It's possible. Why not? I haven't played Greg's I don't even know the players, but that being said, all I pray for is, application of myself. Just go in there and pray that the pitch is favorable.
Yeah.
And they don't have uneven bounce, because what happens in CMS grammar school is the flicks sometimes is not,
balanced.
properly
Yeah.
and not balanced. But today seems to be the day. Let's go for it.
All right then. So Femi said,
mindset.
Femi said he has a positive mindset towards the game. Kendi Olabiwanu coming into bowl his 4th ball. Full toss he has been bowling, and the batters are not driving this ball down.
So, Mr. Ahmed, so what from the ball bowled, there's one thing I observed there, and which is one of the things that we've seen not happen. Unlike the times where we used to have, batsmen like George Wilshire, Kwesi Seagull, Kofi Seagull, is that you do not have batsmen use their feet anymore. So what you see go on is that bowlers wait in their crease to see what happens with the ball. There's no footwork to say, oh, I know where the batsmen are. So the fielders are, so let me, push the balls here and there, or, go into the banana avenue and all those kind of things. Why is that so?
Like I said earlier, I think it has to do with more practice. Teaching the right technique. Coaching with the right technique is not something that comes easy. We have coaches everywhere.
Boniface and Gino, one over left.
And all I see now are batsmen who try to
We're
find
looking
the
at
ball.
quality,
Yes.
trying to get the numbers, and we're
Yes.
forgetting the quantity.
Yes,
quality
exactly.
part.
That's
We're
it.
looking at quantity,
Yes,
and
we're
forgetting the
forgetting that.
quality.
Yes, that's why we have, because now you see that batsmen are trying to find the ball more with their bat than using
The feet.
using the feet. Yes,
Yeah.
that's it. So you find more of cross batters. You see a lot of, once you want to see the slow bowler wants to set his field, he sets the boundary on the leg side. He knows they are almost trying to want to play pull or hook shot, which is not even, you are not even the perfect player at it. So you have a lot of, you need to apply the right technique to the right ball. In those days, they will classify you, if you are an opening bat, they will have to teach you to do a lot of footwork. You see people like Kofi, they have to, because the ball is still new. They will tell you the ball is still new, is moving. You have to move with the ball. Then you have people like Kwesi who you have to wait for the ball. Once it comes to their arc, they will take you on.
So how do we get this back? This is so. Do we need to retrain our coaches?
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes, we
Or
need
how-
to retrain the coaches to give up to start teaching the right technique. That's just it. We can't right now. I see a lot of batsmen that I doubt if we'll be able to change their approach now.
Was that
So
your
in terms of right technique,
Yes.
where does it start from? And there's a reason why I say where does it start from. Does it start from the equipment
Yes.
we use in playing?
Yes.
The clothing. There's a reason why I'm saying this. I recall, then when we used to have Augustine in here,
Yes.
again,
Yes.
you can't go into the pitch to play without a box.
Yes. Sure.
Because it says he wants you to feel comfortable mentally physically before going in to play.
See,
I want to find out where does it start from.
I'll even give you an example. Some years back, we used to play jute on concrete.
Okay.
So the balls were moving pretty quicker. I remember 1985, we were going for National Sports Festival and the Bender State team then they were trying to narrow down to about 3 or 4 playing batsmen, and we had about 6.
Okay.
I remember the coach, late Ogusi, took the all of us to Uniben then, and then gave new balls to Marigai and Akiambare to bowl at us.
So
you have to have a hat. You have to have a hat to go into the net to bat against those guys. That's jute.
Yeah.
So where the ball is zipping. So you have to, if you don't have the technique, you're not sure of the technique, you're not going inside the bat. Because all you'll be hearing is the ball is moving past you and you're never going to touch a ball.
Right. Okay.
So I think the question now is this. Have we changed from that era?
Yes, we have.
So how do we do? I think Femi's question is how do we go back to that era?
You see, let me tell you. Let me just expatiate. The coaches we had then were Ogosi, Ewa in Lagos, Ogosi in. Those are coaches who will tell you this: you can't get to Ewa's team as an opener unless you can play with the right technique. You can't, because he plays with the right technique. You understand?
Yeah.
So he's never going to come with and give you a team that will, yes. But so that's the way I think it works. But now we have a lot of coaches who all they're interested in, okay, this man can score runs, not even play. There's a difference between scoring runs. When you score runs and then you come up against bowlers who think and say, okay, we've seen within 2 balls, a good thinking bowler will see your deflects and then know what to do to you. So that's where I think we have an issue. We have to develop batsmen who can think along with what the bowlers do.
Very right.
Gentlemen, Tokbola Yinka is the one batting now. He has faced 2 balls, and just like we said earlier, trying to sweep off almost every ball. Femi said it earlier, get in contact with the ball first before you start taking the go at it. But Tokbola wants to take a go at almost everything. And Boniface is not giving him that room. 3rd ball to him now. Very well bowled from Boniface. Femi, what do you think?
Sorry, first of all, I want to, talking about the footwork, yes, we spoke about it last time. There's a video that was on a 2-3 minutes video done by Dele Oshodi on foot movement, the right foot movement. I think he's pushed it into some WhatsApp groups, and then I think it's on his Facebook page, Alexander Oshodi. I recommend that we share those videos and people watch the proper way to have the right.
That's the only thing we do.
How to have the right footwork and probably learn and practice those in the net, because those were that's the right way to approach the game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard it from the 2 experts there. Right way and approach to actually apply to the game. 63 runs, 12 overs gone, 4 wickets down. Very well played there from Rotimi. Picking it up from the short ball bowled by by Kehinde Olabiwonu
Then
for
you will now
4.
see one captain, he will come. First 4 overs, is
All right, Mr. Ahmed. We said the biggest league in West Africa is the CCC League in Lagos, for obvious reasons. I mean, it's a league that has attracted players from Ghana, from Sierra Leone, from across Nigeria and different places. Everyone wants to play in the league. And as an offshoot of that, we've recently had the national coach and high performance manager, Asanka, request to be stationed in Lagos to be part of the action. What, being a high performance coach, what agenda would you like to set for the coach in the next 1 year? Because we've said there's also issues of coaching and techniques. So, from your point of view, what agenda would you like, or what would you like to see the coach, the high performance coach, achieve in the next 1 year?
well, I think he needs to first and foremost synchronize with the local coaches.
Okay.
To see what they have to offer. He need to. This is a new. For me, I think this is a new environment for him. He needs to know the mentality of the players. By interacting with the coaches very well, he knows he can impact something to them, and then learning again. So symbiosis has to be there. We have to make sure that we have it. So again, he now looks at the players. This is what I see that lacks in the players, and then he passes on to the point that let us get back. We are all on the same from there, because he needs them to help him, and vice versa.
So there must be open communication.
Yes, there must be
between the local coaches and
yes,
the high performance coach. Okay?
Yes,
and then we need to identify the gaps.
Yeah,
the technical gaps.
Yes, we need to have the technical. Yes.
So after we do that, what then? What next?
Yes. Then what we need to do is if you have a high performance coach,
where should it be set up?
Classify a high performance center.
Yes.
Classify. It has to be classified.
Yes, as a high performance.
Yes, and it means that this is high performance. Are we going to have one in Abuja and one in Lagos?
Yes.
Are we going to have one in Ibadan, where I think it's more, it's quieter?
Okay.
You ask me, you understand? You can have the guys concentrate more on what you want them to do, or you want to have in Lagos, where in the full glare of everybody you want to see. It's up to the coach and the management to decide. You understand what they want. But I think the high performance center shouldn't be more than maybe 1 or 2 out there. And then when we mean high performance, it has to be high performance. It has to be for a set of players where we know this is what, because so that in the next 1 or 2 years we want to churn out players from the high performance centers who are top class.
Right.
So we are not going to now start having this one is just getting there. No, we don't want that. We don't want that in there. We want a player who is there.
Yeah, who is there?
It's either you are in the first team or you are the A team.
Yeah.
You have to be either. So that's it, because we can't be wasting resources on players who are not going to be productive for us.
Great.
So that's
all right. Thank you, sir.
Change of bowling from FCC. Tolu coming into bowl from the football field end and has just been bumping the balls all over the field. He hasn't particularly gotten a line. 2 extras already bowled. Rotimi needs to play straight. He needs to use his foot and needs to play the ball straight. I'm sorry, but what I'm seeing Rotimi play, all shots he has played has been very awkward. The balls are pitching on the middle, on the off stump, and he's been converting it down towards the leg side. If it were back in those days where you had the likes of Mr. Dikbo, where you have the likes of Thomas Eze and Tayo Kusonya bowling, he would have been out long by now. Now he has been stumped. Very well good bowling by Tolu. No new, just
Good
like I
wicket keeper.
said.
Good wicket keeper.
And good wicket keeping from the wicket keeper. Just like I said, you could see Rotimi fishing the ball from the offside. All he needed to do was drop it a little bit away from him. Come, did you cook?
I don't know you're into cricket, so hi, sir.
Fifteen gone.
Yeah, we don't help your commentary today. Maybe in life. I can see that that's interesting. So I think what we can do is
Tokwe Laika.
She'll not do a business. See, you don't say she'll not say I don't like Asanka. That's why I check with you. You know, say Asanka not be my fight. That question where.
Very well played there from. Is that a catch? Yes, it is. Tokwe Laika is gone. Very lovely catch there from the opener of FCC. He held that very well. Tokwe Laika executed that properly, but couldn't find the man. Apologies. My commentators are also telling me that that shot was not properly executed. So obviously, if it was properly executed, he should have gone over his head, but didn't play that shot well. FCC are gradually doing according to what they want,
Bring my other speaker.
and they're doing it perfectly well.
I give I give the other one Ramon. So I was going to bring the second one today, but I thought you guys were asking.
Number 21.
I think I have three.
Middle Stump and Media One are partnering with the Lagos State Lagos State Club Cricket Association. Club Cricket Committee, not an association actually. 76 for 5, 14.2 overs. With the way things are, I thought that Rocks will be going above 100, but now with just 5.4 overs left to be bowled, it seems Rocks might struggle to get above 120, or even get to 120, not even above, or struggle to get to 120. 76 for 5 after 14.2 overs. The new batsman, with Vinny. He's also an experienced batter for Rocks Cricket Club.
Which batsman? Yeah? They have Abiodun. Are you sure?
We don't confirm both things.
First ball bowled by
Which song do we play for them for the background? Wait, we should play. Which song do you guys want?
.79 runs for 6 after 15 overs. We're entering into the last 5 overs. Tolu coming back again from the football track end. White ball bowled. First ball to Abiodun Odesonya is the first ball. Good officiating from both umpires, Onikoya Ademola and Ramon Adelakun, taking full control of this game. 80, it is for Rocks. First ball of this over boat. You can drop your comments in the comment section. The music you're hearing is One Stone from Culture. We're Nigeria, Lagos, Unilag, not Addis Ababa.
Did you see your code already?
Very well played from Odesonya, but he was lucky that Daniel Gim should have stayed at second slip. Adesonya, apologies. Daniel Gim should have stayed at second slip.
Bye, Yomi.
Yummy? Yummy?
Are you guys not supposed to be playing this morning?
He's not playing.
My man has gone to go
He's not a player.
I
He's on sabbatical. He's on sabbatical. Oh. What happened?
No, you wanted me to stop.
No, Panyas. Really?
Played up in the air, caught and bowled by Tolu. Vinny's innings has ended, and Rocks are gradually losing their wickets.
Wickets down.
7.
7 wickets down. Music and cricket work hand in hand. 81 runs, 7 wickets, 16 overs. Rocks are gradually getting towards the tail end of their batting lineup. FCC will be happy with the total score they have put Rocks under. Now we're going into the 16th over. Apology, we're going into the 17th over.
Who is in? No, you're Michelle. How many ways?
The opening bowler for FCC is back again to the attack. Full toss, not dispatched properly, but at the back of the batter there, Odesonya for a wide. Odesoya facing. Very well bowled there from the opening bowler for FCC, Abdul Ridwan.
Mohammed.
Sorry, apologies, Mohammed Ridwan. Second game today is between GCI, that's Government College Ibadan Old Boys Cricket Club, versus Government College Ugeli Old Boys Cricket Club. The two government colleges very well dispatched from Odesoya. Has that raced all the way to the boundary? Yes, it has. 4 runs, picking the full toss off the middle of the bat. 4 runs, that is. Just like I said, the two government colleges will be going head to head. Government College Ibadan is from Government College Old Boys Ibadan and Government College Ugeli are both going head to head in the afternoon game. The quick field set again from FCC. One run taken there. Just 1 run taken. Very well played there from Odesoya for a single. Rocks doing everything possible to cross the 100 mark. Forward defensive from the new batsman there by the name Onayemi Shegun. White ball bowled. Takes Rocks to 82. Apologies, 88 runs. Rocks just need 2 more to get to the 90s. And probably poise 100 to have something defendable if they're going in for the second innings. Very well timed there, looking for the gap between back order points and square leg. Daniel Gim so lazy to pick up the ball and allowed the 2 batters to go for 2. Daniel Gim in the last season had his trade with Government College Ugeli, but now he has decided to change his trade to go to the men and maroon, that is Foundation Cricket Club. And now Rocks are 90 for 7 in 16.5 overs. Oh, very close there. A little bit over his bat. And that brings us to the 17th over, ladies and gentlemen. 90 for 7 in 17. Last 18 balls in this innings. Would Rocks be able to put up a total of 114 or 120? Or would they end up around 100?
Don't come up for 130. Don't come up for 130. Don't they come to reality.
Hola. MC number.
Return bowler for FCC is Unzube, coming in from the football end like he started in the first On the second over of this game, now he's coming back again to bowl, and he has Odesonya to contend with. Dragged on towards the onside for a single. If he had played with a straight bat, he would have beaten the man at covers there. Since he doesn't have the protection at extra covers, that would have gone all the way to the boundary for 4. But he decided to convert that for a single. Rocks are 91 for 7 in 17.1 overs. Played very well, coming outside to hit, but didn't have much power over that, and no run conceded. Very well stopped there from Gashon.
Yeah.
But yet the two batters went for 3. Very good stop there from Gashon. Preventing that from going all the way to the boundary for 6. He did it perfectly well. Timed that. Took his jump properly. Held the ball into his hand. I knew he was going to cross with the ball. Threw it back into the field. And prevented a 6 from being happening. But the batters were forced to go for 3. Very well played from Odesoya. Played properly. Now the two batters are beginning to take advantage of the game. But is this coming in at an early or late timing? And now we're approaching the last over.
19.
Last over of this game. Who will be bowling it? You can see FCC having a consultation there. Will it be Tolu? Or would it be Unzube? Unzube decides to go. Kehinde Olabiwanu decides to go with Unzube. And now is the last 6 balls of this innings. As Rocks are 106 for 7 in 18 overs.
When is finishing?
Fast ball bowled, dot ball it is. That should be a white ball, yes, that's declared there by umpire Ramon. White ball it is.
110 is fair.
106 it is right now. Now takes them to 107. Rocks might still be able to salvage at least a 120 if a boundary can actually surface in this particular over. Who is on the floor there, the wicket keeper? He's on the floor. I think he's having a little bit of back strain there. Yes, he is. But he's fine now. Game helping him out to straighten the back. Odesoya Abiodun having Unzube bowl at him. Oh, very well bowled there from Unzube. Allowing the ball, bowling the ball to make the ball underneath Odesoya's bat, who should have stayed down to drive that over Unzube's head, because Unzube didn't have a man at long off. But now he has to take the long walk back to the boundary, as Rocks has just lost his 8th wicket, and they are 106 for 8 in 19.2 overs. Now the new batsman in. Would he be able to score or push Rocks to a comfortable run? Adebayo Wasiu going in. with 4 balls to be bowled in this over, which would end the innings as Rocks would be looking forward to score at least above a very good run. Taking his guard. Is Wasiu Adebaju. Dot ball bowled. 3 balls to be bowled.
Now you put them there. You know what it be.
Two more balls to be bowled. Adebayo needs to make contact first if he has to score any run. He can't play across the line of the ball. Unzube is bowling it properly well. So what he needs to do first is to make contact before doing anything different.
107.
The last ball to be bowled in this innings. Rocks need to find their bearing now, but it's already late. The last ball, as FCC will be glad that they were able to pull up a very good innings towards the end. Now he made a contact, but it's rather too late. As Tolu picks it up at the boundary, but 1 run was taken. End of the first innings. Rocks Cricket Club is 108 for 8 in 20 overs. FCC will be looking for how they will be able to score 109 if they have to win this game. And Rocks will be looking for how they will be able to salvage something out of this. Ladies and gentlemen, the next second innings will start in the next 10 minutes. As you have it, Rocks 108 for 8 in 20 overs. We'll be right back for the second innings. And it's already the end of the first innings. And now the umpires are taken back to the field. You'll be looking forward to ensuring that this game runs smoothly. .109 is the target for Foundation Cricket Club. Will they be able to score that runs in 20 overs? That question is what is running through a lot of people's mind right now. Adebayo opening the bowling for Rocks Cricket Club as FCC has 109 runs to win or 108 to tie.
Did you say I'm playing it today? Afternoon, sir. Happy New Year. 108.
Played up in the air. Adebayo dropped it. And 1 run conceded. That would have been a very good start if Adebayo had held that into his hand for Rocks.
2 years. Not gonna say you don't regret. Say a married man with 2 children now. But not only go eat that for married man.
1 ball, 1 run. Short ball not executed properly.
I know that.
Chukuma Kingsley
Pass that one,
and Nnemeka
What kind of shot?
are the 2 batters there.
Who was that back? Who's that back?
Chukuma Kingsley not properly playing that short ball. Turned too fast. Adebayo with his 3rd ball.
How this guy is sweet to play,
Shafemi John, as you can hear, said his Adebayo is actually bowls those loose balls that are very, very easy for him to play. I'm sure Femi would would understand him very well. Back in the days when Adebayo was still opening bowling for Ebejuleki Cricket Club, when the Femi was still an opening bat for GCI, played up very well executed.
See what I talk?
6
Yes,
runs.
what total of 4?
It is.
See what I talk? The guy go this week to play.
Femi played that.
Femi John said so.
Femi John said so.
And it
No,
happened.
and it happened. No, Femi John played that.
You enter the goal well, though.
You forget on the bad rule. They always sweet as he come.
The ball they call like this.
You send them back.
You can hear Femi saying it there. I'm sure Femi will be wishing he was the one in the middle right now. He definitely would have said this next 4 balls or 3 balls he'll be bowling will probably be 6-4-6. Impossible. But let's see what response Adebayo will have off the 4th ball.
That's him as I go play, Abi.
You just heard if Femi said he's going all the way to CMS.
That pitch will never make sense. I don't know. You still watch your
Two balls left to be bowled. Adebayo having a good response there.
Dot.
Shekwalaika has come up to stand after that huge 6 played by Kingsley, making Adebayo bowl the ball. Tidy line and length. Is it driven down towards the offside for just a single? 8 runs, 1 over gone, no wicket lost. A good start from FCC in the response
Help me get water.
to the chase of 109 to win a 108 for a tie. And now they have 101 run to win in 114 balls.
Right hand.
New bowler
About vicious.
Abati Obisheson coming into bowl from the wire end.
You dey crazy. I'm a chop on. Confirmed. Oh, we need to sell me out now.
Chikuma Kingsley is facing. Abati coming into bowl. Short ball played across. We're going down the leg side. Short ball.
And now
Femi John.
action.
Femi John, the Batman, just signaled to his dugout that he needs a box.
We spoke about this
I think he
earlier.
wore, but that one, maybe it's not comfortable with the one he wear.
I don't think he is, because he was actually signaling that he needed a box. So if he had a box on, he should have removed it. Now you see, he's not actually putting on any box.
Wow.
We spoke about this
All
morning.
this dead Batman.
Very well bowled there for Mabati. Never ever would a batsman or a batter go to the pitch without putting on a protective gear.
He's confident. He has confidence.
It's not about confidence, Femi. It's about protection.
And
Those balls go at 120 and 130. It's like a speed of light.
you know, box and helmet, here in the face.
Box should actually be the first thing you should put on. This is undebatable. There's no protection there. You could still probably play without an helmet depending on the kind of bowler. But a box, no matter what the bowler bowls. If a tennis ball, so look at it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the tennis players when they take a serve. You see the speed at which those balls goes, 150, 160. So just imagine how that speed is with a cricket ball and hitting you down there. Joe Root can actually give you a very good instance of the balls hitting him there, or Alistair Cook. Played up in the air, but that's safe. FCC will be looking forward to finishing this game without losing any wicket, or probably some few wickets.
9.
9 runs. It is there.
How many was 9? Eh?
I just see fine for camera.
1.
This umpire just see. Fine for camera.
It's only going.
How many was?
Wide ball bowled.
Wait, I wait 106.
End of the second over. 10 runs. Loss of no wickets. FCC are currently 5 runs per over, and the required run rate is 5 per over. So if they continue at this rate, this game would definitely go their way. But Taiwo Ladunjoye needs to find a way to break this partnership. He's coming back again with Odesoya. Yeah, apologies, Adebajo. Yes, Adebajo is the one coming into bowl from the football field end. Full toss over his head, played down towards the man at mid long off, but 2 runs taken. Misfield from both Anofi Salako and Vini, allowing the batters to go again for another single, which he converted 2 runs to 3. 3 runs considered in that first ball. Takes them to 13. With 96 runs to win in 107 balls. Short ball. 1 run taken by the 2 batters. That was a 50-50 chance. Taking on the man at short mid-wicket. Femi is now confessing that he doesn't feel like playing. So if any IMCC player is actually watching this game, Femi has officially said he's not willing to play.
Yeah, for me, I don't expect anything from him.
I think Femi is just trying to. Very well played. Over the bowler's head for a single.
I'll see people later after the game.
Femi is now leaving the field. He's on his way to his game at CMS Grammar School. Back to the game between FCC and Rocks.
This game be like when Mali.
Too many short balls bowled by Adebaju.
Truly, you're not supposed to allow una sit down. But these are our friends right there.
You're not supposed to secluded area where we say no.
Three overs gone, 18 runs. No wickets lost. FCC doing 6 runs per over. And it seems like these 2 batters are getting comfortable. How would Taiwo react to this as he brings back Abati again from the wire end? No run there.
Hello, me.
Very well played. Has that gone all the way to the boundary? Yes, it has. 4 runs it is. Very well played there. From Inemaker. Finding the gap between backward of points and gully.
How many was?
22.
22 runs you have on board as you head from the scorer. Is that a white ball? Yes, it is a white ball. GBOLAHAN appealing for stumping, but turned down by umpire Ramon.
YISHAWU.
Your own shirt stay with you.
Wọ́n bá yín bíbẹ̀. Wọ́n lè kó ti àwọn.
Tó wà ń bí ayé náà.
White ball. Abati bowling way down the leg side for too much extras.